Hey everyone, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I have been having tripod problems this morning, so hopefully this is even and nothing falls over. Anyway, thank you for being here. Happy Monday. So, this week feels very different. It feels much better than last week, energetically speaking. I feel like we've all taken a cumulative exhale and we're ready to move on and get ready to move on with our lives. Things, yeah, I feel like again, last week was just intense energy, intense. And this week, the vibe this week I'm getting feels like things are coming into fruition. So we've been through the growing pains. There will always be growing pains, and there will always be change, and there will always be something new, and always something to work toward, and something to leave behind, and all the above. But we're coming into fruition, and I can feel it. I can just, it's every part of me, and I feel moved into action. I feel like this is an action week. We need to go, go, go. If you want to do something, this is the week to do it. If you want to plan something, this is the week to plan it. If you want to get something in motion, get the wheels rolling, so to speak, this is the week to do it. So, um, yeah, that's just a huge motivation. Just move. Okay. Um, Hi, I'm Holly, psychic medium, energy reader, obviously an energy reader. That is what this channel seems to be evolving into more than anything. The set the tone, what is the energetic vibe, and then go from there. And if we get more specific messages, great. This is a general reading. It can't apply to everyone, it's impossible. But energetically speaking, what I feel, if this resonates with you, is definitely the vibe and the current of the vibe you're in. We're not all on the same current at the same time, but I ask for what is the general energetic vibe for the collective. Okay. And check this out. How cute is this little mug? This is the cutest thing. Again, consignment store find. Got it for $1. Gotta love it. How cute is that? And I love the little spiral on the third eye. Time to open our eyes wide. That's the message. We know the answers. Everything you need is within you. Everything you need to know, you already know. So I'll just let that sit right there. All right, let's get into some cards and see what we've got going on. All right, so let's start with, because again, going back to that, what is the energy and the vibe? And Monday is good for setting the tone for the week. What is it that you want to accomplish this week? If you know it's a week to just kind of sit back, wrap yourself up, cocoon a little bit, that's perfect for you. Now, if that's something you want to do every single week of your life, you may want to look at why that is instead of living your life and being out and about. Okay. But we all need those times. Sometimes we need a month of it. Sometimes we need a week of it. Sometimes we only need a day or an hour of it, whatever it is. Listen to your body. Trust the vibe that's coming from you and your gut. Your gut is often called the second brain. That's just in medical communities. So, you know what? It's also the seat of what I believe is very often your empathic and uh, um, why can't I think of the word? Um, Clairaudience is hearing, claircognizance is knowing, your empathy. All right, I am losing words left, right, and center. I don't know what is wrong with me today. Been doing this all weekend. But anyway, that is the seed of your empathy. That is the seed of your knowing with your feelings. Okay, so, oh my God. All right, this is going to bother me. Claircognizance, clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairgustance, it's taste, clairsentient. Thank you. All right. So, and your clairsentience or clairsentience, whatever, however you want to say it. So listen to that. Listen to what your gut is telling you. If something is, now know the difference between the butterflies in the stomach and the fire-breathing dragon in your stomach. The butterflies, it's just like a happy excitement or a little nervousness. The fire-breathing dragon in your stomach could be the uh-oh, stand back, or it could also be a little bit of self-sabotage through fear and insecurity. So just know the difference. Oh, and that was something else that came up this morning. I swear to y'all, I'm going to get to the cards. Just bear with me. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Something else that came up this morning. You know, there are going to be people who don't like you just because you show up. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to be anything. You don't have to say anything. There are going to be people in this world who will have a problem with you just because you're living your life and you showed up. If someone has a problem with you and they're shooting rays of jealousy or negativity or dark thoughts or, you know, whatever it is, and you're a very empathic person, you feel that. You feel the ding in your body and in your emotions. So you know what? Always sort out, and that's why it's important to listen to your body. Always sort out what is yours and what is outside of you. Because if it's coming from outside of you, as I said, a lot of people will have a problem with you, but they really don't have a problem with you. They just have a problem with themselves. They're not happy in their own lives. They don't like what they're not doing, but that you are doing. Okay? Or what they think you're doing. One way or the other, it's about them and not you. So you are perfectly, it is perfectly acceptable, and you are perfectly well within your rights to put that shield up and just say, and ask your guides to come in and deflect and remove all unwanted negativity and people who are sending you negative intent through their own insecurity, even if not intentionally. Because I feel like there's a whole lot of that right now. Okay. Angels and Auras Oracle. So we're going to get to this. Let's see what the vibe is with this deck today. All right. Now, guides and guardians, I call to you to be with us, to use these cards and any cards used today to help me to understand what the messages for the collectives, what the messages are for the collective. Hello. See this is what I'm talking about. It's almost like I'm thinking ahead and my mouth and my brain are very often not in sync. Okay. All right. All right. So what do we got here? What is the message for the... Well, let's just go all the way over there. All right. Hang on. And yes, I put tape on the chair because it's a training thing for the cats. And then I just leave it on there. I just left it on there. Because otherwise they will just shred it. It works. Packing tape. Tape it up. Yeah. All right. Renewed connections. Huh. Oh, I guess you need to see the card. Happy Monday. Renewed connections. Okay, the thing about this, there's a lot of different forms of communication. A lot of different forms of communication. Heart to heart, just empathically picking up on other people's thoughts, whatever. Snail mail, messages, phones, whatever, blah, 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 email, through music. This one, what I'm getting for the musical notes, if you are in the car and you hear a song, or you hear a song that makes you think of someone, or all of a sudden you hear something in the lyrics for the first time, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just paying attention to the lyrics now. That could be a message for you as well. And that could be a message from spirit. So renewed connections it doesn't have to mean a living person. It can mean someone you've lost in spirit, of any kind. And so human, animal, doesn't matter. So make sure that you pay attention to the world around you. Birds have been extra communicative with me lately. Aw. And I opened up to the middle of the deck, And so I am paying attention and I am thanking them for the messages. Jophael, pink. This is a heart-centered week. That's what I'm getting. I just feel like this is going to be a week for all things that are matters of the heart. And it's a happy feeling. It's a connected feeling and it's a joyful feeling. Okay? Compassion, self-care, simplification, and beauty. When you see your beauty, your real, true, inner glow, that's what makes you beautiful. And I think that's why other people sometimes want to see you fail, because they've lost touch with their own inner glow. And everyone has it. They just need to remember it and stop being afraid to let it shine. You know, if that's you, let your light shine. All right. Now, another sip of tea. Yeah, I already had a cup of coffee this morning, just one, and now I'm back to my mint tea. I think if I mix them up, it's probably a good thing. Listen to your body with your dietary needs too. Your body knows the way. Okay, so I didn't even think about it. I just immediately picked up the Unfolding Path Tarot. Now this is the one that I like to use for energies that are a little bit more gentle. And so I think that's the vibe of the week. Man, last week, holy moly, it just felt like a fight from start to finish. And that old struggle bus everybody talks about, man, it felt like we were driving it. We were taking turns driving it. All of us, you know? So if it was a rough one, and someone mentioned in a comment I saw this morning about trying to let go of friendships that make you uncomfortable or feel anxious. You already know. You are right on it. So if something doesn't feel right, stop making excuses for people. Stop excusing their behavior, or stop ignoring what you are understanding and picking up about others. Now, if it's always others, you might want to, we all have a role to play to a degree. Or if someone, when you're around them, they bring out the absolute worst in you, so all you do is become a negative Nelly and complain all the time, and that's happened to me too, stop and think about that. Notice your health. When is it worse? When does it improve? Okay. And I'm going to also add in the comments, not the comments, in the community section. I've already put it in there once, I think. It's been a little while. There is a guided, it's not a guided meditation. It's actually singing bowls, and it's only 15 minutes, and it's a balancing singing bowl per chakra, starting with the root going up to the crown. And it doesn't do the extras like ear or palm or, chakras or any of those. But it's 15 minutes. Just if you want to use it, if you want to try it, it is a great reset, and it's 15 minutes. Just don't do it when you're driving or trying to cook or do something like that. Really give yourself time to relax into it, okay? All right. So, and I will add that in the comments this morning. Not the comments, shoot, the community page. All right. Now, I'm also hearing, again, it goes back to those notes, I think, but the musical notes. But I'm also hearing listen to music. Listen to music today. It will heal those last little bits of unhealed parts in you. Find the music that resonates with you and listen to music. One of the songs that was, and it took me a minute to remember who even sang it. It's an old one, and I haven't heard it in probably a couple of decades. And I kept thinking, why am I hearing this song? And it goes along with the vibe of this week. I Made It Through the Rain. And I think it's a Barry Manilow song, so that tells you how long ago this was. And I thought, oh my gosh, we have. And it's on and off pouring all week here. But yeah. So I think we've made it through the tough part. We've gotten the answer, and the answer is everything is within us. and we don't have to. We don't have to heal or fix or put up with anyone or anything. Again, if people don't like you and you're not doing anything but showing up, they dislike themselves more. And that's it. That's the message. All right, so you've made it through. Okay, trust yourself. Protect yourself the way you would a child. You wouldn't put a child in front of somebody who's trying to take their energy or make them sick or delight in their weakness or say snarky negative things to them. You know what? You wouldn't. So you know what? Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you put up with that for yourself? Treat yourself. Yeah, treat yourself and protect yourself the way you would a small child. And in a way you are, because that's protecting your inner child. Okay? And part of healing that inner child. And if you never had anyone who stepped in and protected you, yeah, okay. Wasn't sure about that one. And this one? Okay. But if you never had anybody when you were an actual child to step in to protect you, if you never had that, guess what? You're an adult. You get to do it for yourself now. You get to be the parent to your inner child that you never had when you were a child. And you're going to be one big mama bear. Mama, papa bear, it doesn't matter. Okay. All right. So, here we go. Let me show you what we got here. And let me put these in order. Okay. All right. Here we go. I feel like I need another clarifier here. I want another clarifier. Could I have one more, please? Take the one off the top. Yeah. Okay. And yet I need another clarifier. What is a clarifier? Well, okay. Let's see what we got here. All right. I'm hearing one more. There's still one more. Hold on. All right, they're gonna have quite the story for us. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, and they said right off the top. And you know what's on the top? Okay. So let me show you this first. After pulling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So we're almost coming full circle into a cycle. That is full circle into a cycle. We made it through the rain, right? Okay. After all these cards, and I'll show you these in a minute, I very clearly heard pull off the top of the deck. The sun. That's absolutely positive. 100% positive. And then underneath that, the Queen of Wands. Yet more fiery energy. Fire, light, charisma. I'm hearing charisma. I don't know how that fits in. Charisma. A never say die attitude. Ooh, they're feeding me good messages today. All right, never say die attitude. That doesn't mean when you need to pull back and cocoon and take care of yourself that you don't do that. You do. But the never say die attitude, you know you've got this. You know everything you need is within you. You don't need anyone or anything else. So what you choose and who you choose to bring in or whom you choose to bring into your life is entirely up to you. Oh, and there's some good things coming. Good things are coming. All right. All right, very good things are coming with a lot of energy, a very dynamic and passionate relationship. And that could be friendships, that could be a zest or passion for life. That could be, if it's an internal journey, it could be you coming into your own. And I see someone, it's like walking out of the house and locking the door. That doesn't mean they're leaving permanently. It just means they're going on their adventure with passion and fortitude and drive. So this is going to have a couple of different meanings for different people in the collective. All right, well, let's get started. So first we have the Page of Cups, which is a shocking page of cups considering he's an older man. So this could be someone who's coming into an awareness later in life. This could be the beginning of a new love journey later in life. This could be someone later in life finally learning how to love him or herself. And I feel like that's a big one for the majority of the collective. But then we have the King of Cups. It is rejuvenating. I feel like this is still the same person or situation. It is a rejuvenating sense of self-worth. And you remember who you are. That's what I hear. You remember who you are. And then this card. Let me show you the next. Okay. So then we have, what is that? The 6. Yeah, the 6 of Swords and the King of Swords. So this is, okay. What I'm hearing, because I'm asking Spirit to help me, what I'm hearing is that you may be picking up on the thoughts or the feelings, because I feel like swords are about air and thought, the thought realm. And what I'm hearing with this, and this is unusual. Normally I would say that either someone is moving out of your life that's not good for you, or someone is, or you are moving to another place or something like that. But with this one, with the King of Swords, it feels like, this feels like the collective, the cups, the Page and the King of Cups. This feels like the collective, where you finally realize just how incredibly good you are. What an amazing human being. Excuse me. What an amazing human being you are. But this feels like someone else. This feels like someone else in the collective, and it feels like you have the ability, or you are sensing what they're thinking. So you may be picking up on someone else's emotions or thoughts. And I feel like you may actually be getting glimpses or pictures or images of things in your head. This person, a king is usually not indecisive, and particularly a King of Swords, because they're going to slice through all of it. You know, they're very, very smart. But it feels like they're indecisive in this instance. And instead of making a decision, it feels like it's indecision. This 2 of Coins feels like you are picking up on someone else and their indecision that is based on a little bit of insecurity, a little bit of uncertainty, a little bit of fear-based thoughts, overthinking, that kind of thing. This is telling an interesting story this time, or this is an interesting flow to the reading. This Cups card, the 7 of Cups, I feel like is the collective again. And you're sort of like, what the heck? What is going on? Why am I getting these, why are all these thoughts bombarding me? Why am I getting these images? Why, maybe you're hearing music that like strikes a bell or rings a chord, you know, hits a switch with you and puts you back into a memory, or a scent or a taste or something like that. And you're like, why am I having this? I'm coming into my own. I'm feeling good about myself. Why am I having all of these thoughts? And why am I feeling someone else's indecision? Because what you're feeling, and this is coming from the other part of the collective. Now, this could be a job that doesn't want to give you a raise. This could be a friend who is going through a bout of massive insecurity and you're feeling the negativity of it, which is making you sick. Or it could be a past partner that is thinking about you, or it could be a current partner that is, you know, let me clean up the language a little bit. Stuff's getting real. And all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, a little too real. And all of a sudden they're closing ranks around what they know they have and what they're afraid of losing, and the life that they, you know, just this, what do I want? What do I want? All of a sudden, when they thought they knew what they wanted. This is someone who is struggling with self-worth and struggling with, what does this mean? And all the while, you're just sort of like, hey, happy day, feeling good. I don't understand what's going on. I'm in a good place right now, But the other part of this, whether it's an employer who's worried that you might move up and take their position, and that's it for some of you, or a past partner, or a current partner, or a friendship, they are in the depths of some serious, not even soul searching, but just fear-based thoughts. Okay? Now, they will figure it out. Whether they figure it out in time is another issue altogether. But one way or the other, where did we end up? These are the cards for the collective. We've still got 2 more to go on the table. The Sun and the Queen of Wands. One way or the other, nothing's going to keep you down. Nothing's going to dim your light. Nothing's going to keep you from shining. Nothing is going to steal your joy. You are all over the place happy. Good for you. Okay. Because deep in your heart, you know things work when they're supposed to. And if they don't, you'd be trying to charge up a hill, Hill, my accent, I know, the rest of your life chasing after something. So that's not good. When you run, it's because you want to and you feel like it. If you don't feel like it's just going to wear you out. So the last 2 cards here. Now this is the ultimate. The Sun, that is the ultimate conclusion for the collective for you. Now, and it doesn't matter what other people decide. If it feels like things are kind of hinging on other people's decisions, and in a way it is, it's okay because you're still going to be okay. You will still be okay. And as a matter of fact, I feel like the collective, or whomever this resonates with in the collective, and you've watched enough channels, you can reverse these energies or whatever it is going on. But for me, for right now, for in this reading, I feel like I'm talking to somebody or a group of people specifically in the collective. So, who aren't afraid to admit they're in the collective. All right. Now, before you get to the Sun, look what happens. You've got 2 of Wands, and then you've got the Knight of Wands. A lot of fire, a lot of passion, a lot of drive, a lot of energy. This is the week for action. Okay? So, I feel like decisions are going to be made on both sides of this equation. Okay? Now, you may have already made yours. I don't know. We'll see. You always have the right to change your mind, too. This is what this is. You are getting ready. You are gathering your strength. Got your running shoes on, got your tracksuit on, got your hair pulled back. You're getting ready. You're surveying the territory, and you're deciding what course you're going to take, what course you're about ready to move on. Because when you start running, it's not a little shuffling, loping along kind of thing. That is a full-on sprint. That is some power running with fire and energy. Okay? Now, and this is the part of the collective that is the same part as this Cups suit. The Page, the King, the 7 of Cups. Let's take a look at the difference, because here's what we've got. Here's where you are. I'm just going to hold these cards up so you can see them. You're like, well, whatever. I don't know. Can't control other people. Yeah. And that's your energy. You are picking up the pace and you are making decisions, because decisions are going to come easily to you this week. The other side of the equation, whether it's friendships, family, partnerships, exes, current, employers. I feel like a boss for someone. I still feel like there's a boss energy for someone in here, and they're worried because maybe higher ups are getting ready to say, hey, got our eye on so-and-so. And this person who is your immediate supervisor may not be keeping up. But look at that energy. And normally you'd say, yeah, but that's a person in control. Until you get here, and then definitely not here. When you hold back out of fear, that's just fear. So, all you need to know is that you cannot control other people. You cannot think for other people. You cannot feel for other people. Other people, they're where they are for reasons, okay? But this is where you end up. And that is the most beautiful energy possible. So you do what you know how to do best, and that is be you. And hopefully other people will learn that their light is so magnificently bright. And if we all let those lights within us shine in the full magnificence, brilliance possible, we could light up everything everywhere, and it would be wonderful. It can be a vulnerable feeling to allow someone to see that much of you. Your light is very personal and it's very sacred, and it's a connection to the divine. But what would you rather? Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. What would you rather put into the world? Your fear and insecurity, or that brilliant, beautiful light? So, today and this week, other people around you may be making decisions, but I believe your decision has already been made, in that you are going to live fully with your eyes wide open. You are going to live fully. And you finally, I feel like, are understanding that other people's lessons are their lessons. Okay. All right. I think that does it. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know where my little clicker went. Oh, there it is. You have a perfect soul. I haven't said that in a little while. And it's so true. Even the people who are so insecure, they take their insecurities out on you. Everyone has a perfect soul. And hopefully we can live up to that. I'm sending you so much love and gratitude. Thank you. And we'll talk later. Sooner than later.